As the Flint water crisis continues to stir public outrage, the state of Michigan is trying to dig its way out from under a pile of lawsuits, including one that now has the state claiming immunity. Now, the court filing this week saying that attorneys for the state and the governor, Rick Snyder, asked U.S. District Judge John Corbett to dismiss a class action lawsuit filed on behalf of Flint residents claiming the state is immune from liability under the U.S. Constitution. So also there's some criminal charges filed against 3 government employees in Michigan on Wednesday. They could face years of prison time if they are convicted. So joining us this morning to break all this mess down, attorney Randy Reep, talking about the lawsuits this morning. I mean, that was a mouthful for me to even get out because there's so much going on in this case. And you said this is really just the beginning, right? It
is just the beginning. If you watch how this is kind of teed up, Glasgow, the gentleman named Glasgow, is the local government official who's been charged with a crime. I think you're going to find that he is probably going to turn out to be the biggest whistleblower in the case, and there's pressure being put on him. As it relates to immunity, government agents, government entities, the states do enjoy certain types of immunity, but not exclusive and all-encompassing. It's going to be a mess for quite some time.
So a lot of lawsuits being filed by individual people. I told you just this morning I saw that the woman who filed the first lawsuit actually was found shot and killed in her home, and we don't know the details of it, of course, but she filed because her 1-year-old son was sick, and she's claiming that the water was the cause. So for a case like hers, is her son still going to be able to get something out of this, or is it kind of...
Well, get something out of it, that's the end of the lawsuit, right? But will this lawsuit be able to go on? Yes. She's brought the lawsuit forward on behalf of him. What's important to realize is that Flint is one of the poorest cities in the country. You'll find that these types of tragedies, the water portion of it, tends to happen where people's voices maybe is a bit more muted because of their financial power.
Right. I mean, what can happen for these people, again, as you said, kind of low-income situation? I'm sure they're hoping to get some money out of this because they have bills.
What I think is very important to understand is this isn't even fixed. Yeah. To understand what happened is they moved the water source from the lake to the Flint River, which, to understand, the Flint River, General Motors industry has said we can't use that water because it's too corrosive for our machinery, but it's good enough for you to put through the pipes. Yeah. And it's actually the eating away of the pipes that's causing these people to be sick. It's going to go on as far as people getting sick.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't make sense if it's not good for your machinery, but yet you can drink it. That just is kind of common knowledge. That doesn't make any sense.
Some water samples have been deemed to be actually toxic waste in some of the samples that were taken.
How do you feel about the governor's reaction to this?
Well, I think the governor actually has taken a very cautious approach, saying, hey, we are not going to leave any stone unturned. It is actually his attorney general who's leading the primary criminal investigation. Does it get all the way back up to the governor's office? This is, I think, in my opinion, why the sunshine laws of Florida are so important, where emails, who knew what when, matters so much in whether people are culpable, liable, criminally negligent. They're critical. And when people try to usurp them, whether they be in Michigan or any other place, it's not the most wholesome thing in the world.
So how long do you think this will drag on for? As far as these lawsuits, if they're being filed now, when could we possibly see an end and some type of justice for these families? I know that the water crisis is still happening, but as far as an end here.
The first lawsuits will probably go a number of years, but the last lawsuits haven't even been created yet, the illnesses. So I think you're talking many years. I mean, there is an argument that people are dying as a result of this negligence.
It's so awful.
It's terrible.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, and we're going to stay on this story and bring you the latest as soon as things continue to develop with it. And as we said, it's just the beginning. Tens of thousands of people have already been affected, and as Randy said, that could continue to go on. You can always find the latest on news4jax.com.